What's happening, folks? It's your boy NaptownBorn coming back at you. Yada yada yada. I'm gonna talk about Glenn Johnson, Cole Froch. Fights tomorrow night. I know I should have got the video out sooner, but hey, shit happens. Anyway, should be a good fight. I remember when we were all looking forward to Froch Abraham and thought that was going to turn into a great brawl. And but Froch out just flat out outboxed Abraham that night. This fight has the potential to be that exciting. I see this going 12 hard rounds, and it's hard to take anything away from Glenn Johnson. It really is. The guy's fought everybody that he possibly can. I think. I don't think Glenn Johnson's ever backed away from a single fight, and he's been the victim of some bad decisions throughout his career. That being said, I haven't seen anything extremely impressive recently. Uh, it may not be a popular opinion, but Alan Green, not really a top level opponent. Chad Dawson was top level, but he beat Johnson twice. Now, you can call the first fight questionable. I thought the first fight was close and could have gone either way. I thought Dawson clearly won the second fight. And what about Cloud? Another top level guy and a youngster at that, or at least compared to Johnson's resume, Tavoris Cloud doesn't really have much to speak of. But Cloud put it on him. Okay. Cloud put it on him. And like I said, another unpopular opinion that I hold is when I first scored the fight, I'd never really seen Tavares Cloud before. So I don't think I could say I was biased, but when I first scored the fight, we're talking Johnson Cloud right now, I had it 9 rounds to 3 for Cloud. Now that's a little bit misleading. It was a better fight than that, but some of those close rounds I gave to Cloud more often than Johnson. This fight is going against Carl Froch. Froch knows how to box very, very well, especially for a guy of his stature and a guy with his kind of power who doesn't necessarily have speed. I don't think Froch is fast. Some people may say he's fast. I don't think he's fast. I think he's more sneaky than anything else with certain punches. I just. This is going to be a boring video because I'm not excited right now. I'm excited about the fight, but today's just a lazy day for me. Anyway, I digress. I don't think Froch is going to be put off by the volume of Johnson. Nor do I think Froch's chin is weak enough to be knocked out like Green. Froch doesn't have the movement of a Dawson or even maybe of a Cloud, in my opinion. But he doesn't need it because what he lacks in foot movement, he makes up for with ring IQ. It's hard to call. I just don't see Froch as rookie enough to be really flustered at all by Johnson's attacks. Constant attacks for sure, but attacks nonetheless. And I don't think Johnson's heavy-handed enough. I know he's known for having heavy hands, but this is 168. And if I were to put the power in somebody's court in this fight, I would definitely put it in Froch's. They both have pretty nice chins. Froch gets hurt for sure. He's been down against Taylor, but he's always came back after that fairly strong. And whether he gets stunned or whatever, it only seems to affect him for that moment in the fight and not any further. I guess you can probably see where I'm going with this. I'm going by Froch by unanimous decision. 12 close rounds, namely because of Glenn Johnson's volume. Johnson's going to throw enough and land enough in the fight for each round to be competitive, but I think the cleaner shots and enough volume will come from Froch to win those close rounds. With no, with no unfair judging going on, I think Froch wins this cleanly. And it might surprise some people that he might win it handily. Now, when I say close fights, I mean, each round is competitive. In this fight, each round will be competitive. Johnson's no amateur. Johnson's no journeyman. Johnson is a skilled top-level fighter. At the same time, this is nothing new to Froch. Look at his past fights, man. Pascal, Taylor, Durrell, Kessler, Abraham. That's a hell of a resume, man. And even though his fight with Durrell was close, I still scored it for Durrell, but these days I'm more comfortable with it. It was a close fight. I'm not angry. I'm not calling it a robbery anymore. But and his fight with Kessler was close too, and that could have gone either way. I scored it for Kessler. I thought the right guy won, but like I said, close fights. Abraham wasn't even close. Um, Froch has surprised me. He's made me a fan by way of this tournament. I just don't see him being vulnerable to Johnson. I know we're all high on Johnson. I know that the guy's accomplished a lot, and he deserves all the acclaim that anybody's willing to give him. But let's just look at recent performances. I think Glenn Johnson is losing a bit of a step, and I don't think he's going to be able to throw enough volume in there with enough effectiveness to throw Froch off of his game. Um, I think Froch will keep it on the outside because he knows good and goddamn well he don't want to bang on the inside with Johnson. That's ridiculous. Nobody should want to do that. But Johnson's going to pull him inside here and there, and we'll see what happens. I don't see a knockout going either way. Uh, Johnson's too tough, and Froch recovers too quickly for that to happen, I think one of them would have to really, really blast the other one with a couple good shots, not just one, to really make them stay down for the count or make them dazed enough that they could land enough to get a TKO or ref stoppage type of deal. I don't see any of that happening though. I see 12 hard fought rounds, some inside, some outside, with more of it being going Froch's way as far as clean, effective shots with volume and aggression. And I think Froch's counter punches are going to matter in this fight as well. I think Johnson may get hurt towards the end, but he won't go down. And so I'm predicting Froch by UD. All right. Maybe I need to go drink some coffee or something, come redo this video. But for now, it's going out to the tube. Deuces.